Okay, so
Oh,
it's the darkest evening of the year.
and we are going into the darkness.
Yes, we are embracing it.
Embracing it, yeah.
Yes, that's today's session. It's really funny. We had to talk about this because it's also, oh God, we have to do this. It's really a lot of resistance to go into darkness. And a lot of things happened during the week because I knew that I was going to go into the darkness, and it's really difficult to do because it's not a place where we want to be. So, so why do it? Why do it as artists? Why?
Oh, as artists, well, it's part of us, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's a part of me,
Yeah.
as much as any other part.
Yeah.
And that is who we are.
Of course, yes, absolutely. And I think it's even more than that. I think that, because we human beings are not like we're very complex, but we are not good, really. We are quite brutal people, a brutal race.
Yeah.
We are, and we manage to sort of put a surface on top of that to be able to have the civilized society that we have. But it's costing us a lot to have this because it means that a big part of us we need to not look at that. We need to put that aside. A big part of who we really are, and that's what it's been costing us. And it's so nourishing to see who we really are, because that's what happens when we go in there. We see who we really are.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why we're fascinated by it. That's why we, if there's an accident, especially if someone is really wounded or someone has died, people are flocking around it to see what it is. It's part of who we are.
Yeah.
And to take that away from us, to take the darkness away from a human being is making that human being not a grown-up, not an adult, not a whole human being. Yeah, as you said. So it's very, very, I think it's important to do it yourself, to ourselves, and it's important for us to watch other people go into the darkness, because that helps us to do it. What happens if we don't at all go into it's very dangerous not to go into the darkness ever in life, to just trying to stay on the good side, trying to just think that I'm a good person. I have nothing dangerous inside of me. I have nothing that's dark inside of me at all. That means that we are projecting the darkness onto other people because it's there. And that means that we are demonizing people around us instead of acknowledging ourselves that it's there. So it's actually very, very, very dangerous to do. We need to do this.
I can see that, but I don't really see what happens when we demonize.
We think that they're evil. We think that people that we just, even if they're not, we just think that, oh, he's evil, oh, she's evil, oh, they're evil people, because and that's scaring me, because no one is just evil and no one is just good. So so that's why I think we need to do this, and that's one of the things that we need to do as artists. We need to lead the way to do that. I don't know if it's darkness. Why? This is really funny as well, isn't it? Funny that sexuality is when we talk about darkness, we talk about sexuality. What's dark about sexuality, really?
I don't know. The first thing I thought when you said that is that sexuality is also something that we not everyone, but not everyone is hiding their darkness either. So, but many of us hide our sexuality, right?
Yeah.
So both the darkness and the sexuality are two pretty common sides that we don't really show.
Yeah, but sexuality is both dark and light. I mean, sexuality is the most beautiful thing and the most light thing that exists, but it's also can also be the darkest thing, like everything else. So, but it's what it's definitely linked to is, or not linked to, because it's the same thing as creativity, because it's a sexuality that creates a new human being. So it's a creation. We create through sexuality, and all kinds of creations are sexual. And if we don't allow the sexuality into the creation, it's not a real creation. Because it's what it is. Yeah, it's what it is. It's sexual. Sex is making a creation. It's making a baby.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's and I haven't thought of it that way, but it's it's just amazing to hear it that way. It's so true.
Yes, it is. So if this is sort of beside point, but if you want something to happen in your life, if you use your sexuality to get it, it's going to be much easier to get it than
yeah.
Because it's our power. It's our deepest power. It's our sexuality.
Yeah.
And it's the most dangerous power as well, because it's both real male and female sexuality, and I'm not talking again about the energies. Both are the strongest force in nature.
Yeah. But still, why is it? Where's the darkness in it then?
Yeah, where's the darkness in that?
Is it how you use it?
It's probably how you use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because you can use it creatively, and you can use it destructively, like everything else.
Yeah.
Yes. So
and it's so powerful. So when we use it destructively, it gets really destructive.
Yeah. It destroys, and it builds and it destroys. So it creates and it destroys, because everything is two-sided. Once you start to go, and that's the thing with this. Once you start to go in one direction with the darkness or light, the other side is following all the time. There's always the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you go into the light, if you want to go into, I'm just going to be light. You will meet your darkness inside of you. And if you go into the darkness, I'm just going to go into the darkness, you will meet the light. So you have to stay in the middle, have middle and have both. You have to balance both two of them. Yeah.
And to do that, you have to get to know them both.
Yeah, you have to get to know them both.
But what is it exactly we are afraid of? Is it to show it for someone else? And I mean, because
to be it, that we're not good.
Yeah. So
that I am not a good person. That I'm actually a bad person.
Yeah.
That I have these imaginations, because we all have them. That I have these. If you say, for example, I'm so angry with him, I want to kill him. You don't mean it, but you do mean it.
Yeah.
We do mean it.
Yeah.
Why say it if we don't mean it? We kill to live. We kill to get a better life. We kill to have empowerment over our life. So, I mean, the most straightforward way is that if someone is pointing a knife to us, threatening our life, we can kill that person. I mean, that's as humanly possible to kill that person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they are threatening our life.
Yeah. To save your own life.
To save your own life. Yeah.
Yeah.
To save your own life, and to have a life after this incident, after this is happening. And also so that's the thing. But there is also, as I say, there's also emotional and spiritual life. So if someone has killed our emotional or spiritual life, we can kill that person physically. To have the feeling that we have a possibility to have a life, to get our power back over that person, over that situation. So if something, for example, if something happened in your childhood, for example, let's say that you were beaten as a child really badly. That would stay. What children do, what we do, not everyone, and this is absolutely not everyone. This is a small. A lot of people, most people actually manage to rise from this, but not everyone. And so what can happen is that you can, if you've been beaten, you can internalize it. So you have that enemy inside of you. Yeah, we talk about, we have that I'm yourself, your worst enemy. That's a lot of people just trip themselves up all the time. Yeah. So you internalize it, and then you don't look at it. So, and you don't go in there, so it will pop up as a shadow in front of you. So you kill that person in front of you. That looks like that.
What is it exactly you internalize? Is like the one who beat you?
Yeah.
Like like a parent, for example.
Like, for example, yeah, if a parent was beating you, for example, after a while, it's possible that you internalize it and you start beating yourself up. And you can do that. You don't have to do it physically. You can change it emotionally and spiritually.
So let's say I was beaten physically, and then I can internalize it. So I start beating myself up emotionally.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if you don't have a look, this can happen. Doesn't happen most of the time, but it can happen that you beat yourself up so much that you feel that you are dying. Yeah.
But that's what you are, right?
Yes, that's what you are.
You are killing yourself.
Yeah, you're killing yourself, and sometimes it gets so bad, so it is actually life-threatening. Yeah. So if it is life-threatening, and if you don't look inwards, if you don't take care of it, that's when the shadow will pop up in front of you.
Yeah.
And you will see someone, or look for someone, or find someone that reminds you of that parent that beat you when you were a kid. And then you will try to kill that person, to kill that.
I just wonder, when you say that it pops up, is that like, I mean, is it something that I do? I mean,
this is all subconscious. Everything. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But that is the projection I'm doing.
Yes, exactly.
I put it on someone else when I can't
get to the person that did it from the beginning. But I mean, to try to get your power back, to try to get relief in this. Sometimes, I mean, most actually coming up to Christmas now, and it's a time when most there are a lot of things happening in families, and it's quite. It happens at this time that kids kill their parents.
Oh.
Yeah. Because of what's happened. So it's when they were kids.
Yeah.
So then they actually are able to kill that person. But sometimes that person is dead. So that's when we try to make other people into that person, so we can kill them. And we can do it physically, like we can even make them look like that person. Or we can just say, oh, that's someone who looks like, walks like my father, or have the hair like my father, or looks like that, looks like him or her. So and then we try to do it to get that relief. The thing is, the only problem is that if it's not that person, it won't last forever. If it is the person, it usually does. So most of the time, people who actually kill their parents, they don't kill again. But yeah.
But if you can't kill your real parent, it keeps you need to do it.
It's coming back because you haven't dealt with the internalized parent. Really, it's just a relief for some short time. we are at the time where we are going to approach someone that's a person that I've been holding to the side for the 4 first sessions, and it's time to introduce Mother. And it's time to introduce the critical parent into the story.
Yeah, of course. That's how me as Norman was beaten up as a child, right? By the critical parent. Yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
There we have it.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So it's time to get, and so now it's time to see the situation from her point of view. From the critical mother's point of view, and again, we're doing it through ourselves, because we can talk about. We could sit here and talk about psychology for weeks, and have all these theories. And I'm not an expert. There are hundreds of thousands of more people that are more experts on psychology than I am. What we're doing here is understanding what's going on with our bodies, not with our intellect, with our bodies.
Yeah.
To make it understandable. That's our job with our bodies. Yeah. So that's what we're going to go into. So what the exercise I want to do today is to let Mother speak. So I want to let your internalized critical parent speak. That's what I want to do. Now, when I talk about the criticized parent, sometimes I think that that psychology has destroyed the parent-child relationship today, because we think that we need to be so good because otherwise the child is going to be damaged. We need, as a parent, so we don't dare to do anything to our children anymore. But that's not the case. The children is going to be a child is going to be damaged whatever we do. Yeah. And it's not that the child is going to be damaged the whole time, but children are very sensitive people, and the people who grow up to be actors are incredibly sensitive children. That means that it might be one time when you were 3-year-old that you didn't get a pen that you wanted to have, for example. Could be that. Yeah. And that happens to everyone, of course, all the time.
But isn't it like you can't protect a child from the darkness.
No, you can't. No. That's what I mean. You can't. And why should you? And why should you?
Yeah.
Why should you?
Yeah. No, you shouldn't, because it's impossible, I guess.
Well, yes. What do you want to make them into adult children walking around not having dealt with the darkness? I mean, what do you want? No. Children are incredibly dark.
Yeah.
Children are really, really dark. They're torture animals.
Yeah.
They hit each other.
Oh, that's true.
They bully each other.
I had like a thought before that the darkness comes later on, but it's not.
No. We are born dark.
Oh, yeah.
We just have this idea that, children are so beautiful and clean and then nothing. No, children are dark.
Yeah.
The darkness is there already from the beginning. So we're gonna let Mother speak.
Okay.
Yes. So we're gonna let your critical parent speak. So it's up to your critical parents. That's the internalized critical parent that you have. That really, and this is so important to talk about as well, it has actually nothing to do with our real parents.
The critical parent is something that everyone is having.
Oh yeah, we all have it. I was not really correct. It has to do with your parent, of course, but it has to do with every parent. It has to do with the task of being a parent.
Yes. Yeah.
The task of being a parent, not that that your parents were bad parents. It has to do with the task of being a parent.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're going to let your parents speak. So what I want you to do, if we're going to talk to another side of ourselves, it's a very, very good idea to change the chair. To sit in another chair. And when you sit down on that chair, you are your critical parent.
Okay. So I'm sitting on this. Do you see me?
Yeah. What's the problem with little Joel?
Yeah. Yeah, he has a weakness. He's like a crybaby.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's not gonna help him further on. I mean, shit happens, you know. Life hits you, and if you're always gonna go around and cry about it and ask someone else to fix it, that's not gonna work.
If he's in danger,
Hmm.
would you kill for him?
Yeah, if it was like life threatening for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I would.
What do you do today? Because you were talking about when Joel was little. How do you take care of him today?
Yeah, almost drilling him into discipline.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm. That's one of the things I want him to take with him into the next year.
Mm-hmm.
To practice discipline,
Mm-hmm.
and that is because I want him and me to be proud of myself.
Mm.
To live up to my own assignments and my own words. If I say that I'm going to do this because it's important to me and to him, and then I want to make sure that he listens and that he sticks to it.
So what's his weak spot?
Yeah, I think one of his weakest spots is that he doesn't believe in himself.
Mm-hmm.
I know that he is pretty good at discipline, and I think I helped him with that. I am good at discipline, and that is something that I encourage him to be. And another thing I feel is that I give him a lot of courage, which he uses sometimes, but I think he can use it even more in his daily life. Um, and I think that's part of me.
Mm-hmm.
So I care for him a great deal, and I want him to do good, and yeah. But his weakness is, in my opinion, that he doesn't believe in himself, and he has a tendency to go up his head a lot and make things harder than they really are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what do you want to say to him now?
Trust yourself. You're pretty cool, actually. You have a lot of stuff going on for you if you just do it. You know, just I even know that you have people who look up to you, who care for you, and if you just do them, stop talking that much and start doing it, you're gonna be okay.
I
Yeah.
don't think you're being absolutely sincere with me.
You think I'm lying?
No, I think you're making yourself nicer than you are, actually.
Oh.
Take a deep breath. Take a breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Who would you kill?
Well, basically people who are in the same position as him when he is not doing what he needs to do.
How would you kill them?
I abandon them.
How would you kill them? How would you kill them? That's not, how would you kill them? Would you strangle them? Would you use a knife? Would you hit them on the head?
I'd throw them off a cliff, all of them. I would make sure to take them to a cliff, and I push them down, smack their heads against the rocks. That's how I would do.
So how do you feel now?
Oh. I feel sad right now.
Okay.
But it's running around in me right now. I feel happy too, and scared too, and strong.
Yeah.
I want to keep encouraging this side of me.
Yes.
You know, like when I first heard the name, like in the previous session, the critical parent, I started immediately to like think of it as, you know, only bad and the bad guy, and now I understand that it's such a big part of me, as all sides of me, and
well, there is darkness in that side as in every other side.
Exactly. So, but let's talk about mother then.
Yeah.
And let's call her the darkness. I mean, there's even light in there.
Yeah, it's got to be there. It's got to be light in the darkness.